here doing a live on Whatnot and streaming on YouTube. So hello, it's been a whole week. It's been a week. This is a really cool thing that I've been playing with today. I think I got it from Jen. Oh, this is travel kit, and today I was like, oh, I need to look at this carrying. The little lobster class is not really doing it. Great job. I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe I'm going to use one. It's about the same size, but this one moves more fluidly. I don't know. So anyways, I've been kind of not feeling well. Been kind of sick and allergies and all the things. Let's see. This feels a lot better. Look at that. I'm going to hang my... So this thing hangs and it spins when you pull it. It'll spin... I'm going to show it sideways. It'll spin the yarn. When somebody comes in, I'll show it a little more properly in the other view. I don't know if I should hold it on my left or my right. Anyways, I've been working on this today. This is finally making another headband, but I want to make it smaller. I wanted to do something similar than what I did here. This one. So I made a child size of this. So it's a combination of the texture headband with the bow part. So it's, and you can choose the side actually. So if you wanted just the, let me see here. I'm gonna drink some water in a minute. What do I have in my auction? I only have 2 things in here. I gotta fix that. But I'm gonna have to readjust my listing so to show this kind of ear warmer instead. And let me see if this is the right way. Okay. So because you can flip it, so you can have this part on your forehead and then the back side, like with a ponytail, or you can wear the knot part in the front and have it smooth on the back. So this one was just kind of like this is all the yarn I had, so I made into a smaller one. So I'm now making this into a bigger adult size, but the pattern that I have been using makes it with 5 of the shell stitch. It's like a shell stitch, but there's not 2. Let me see. Is that close? It's getting closer. It's getting closer. Okay, so the regular pattern has 5. I'm looking to see how it looks. And I did 4 instead, if you can kind of see that. You can kind of see on the second round. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bottom is 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of 5, so it was like a thicker headband. So I think a thinner one might be better. In regards to, not having your hair in your face. You want to move the hair from your face. So now I'm going to get this out of the way. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to add some more things to my show. The same things, because I haven't made a new thing. I have not made a new thing yet. Am my audio okay? Okay. I'm just testing my audio. Let's see, import. Just import a bunch of things. Make sure to bookmark the listing, and I gotta pin that first. Pew 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 pew. I'm going to do more craft supplies sales, and I'm organizing the yarn that I want to sell. I'm just throwing a bunch of stuff in here. Just for fun. The stickers. Anything that I can, I'm going to put in here. Make sure no. Welcome in. Even though you didn't stay. So, I'm looking at all my listings, making sure, putting some listings in. I just haven't been too motivated to do things, of course, but it's okay. And I should make one of those mug koozies, which is kind of like this, actually. I had one that's almost done, and first I think I took it apart, which I should have, because then I have to add a button, but I can do that. I'm just gonna put all my crochet related things in the listings in. I'm not doing much, I'm just talking. If I'm talking too low, I'm so sorry. I just talk low. Okay. There's some things popping in the inventory. Wow, that's a lot. So let me pin this to show that I'm here. Here I am. I am here. Hi. I know I saw someone else pop in and pop out. That's okay. I'm just here. Let's see. Make sure I look in the inactive listing to make sure that I didn't leave anything behind. I left something. I need to do a stamp show. It's fine if no one comes to visit, because I'm just going to be on for a little bit. Maybe by 10 I'll be done, or so, depending on who comes in and chats, because that helps out. When we have someone to converse with, it makes the show better, and instead of me talking by myself. That's okay though. Let me open YouTube too, just to look at what's showing up here on this end. Let us see. Just checking a bunch of old listings. Just trying to be more active. And I would like to make some cool things. So I make these fun shows. I'm going to do a yarn show eventually. I just need to grab all the yarn and put it in a pile, and then just knock the listings out. Boom, 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 boom. think that's good enough. I'm looking through old stuff. Oh, right. I'm making something. I'm halfway there. I'm hitting the table here, but let's see. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna turn this off. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for coming in and watching me just crochet. I am crocheting. I am throwing things. Ooh, look at this. Look at this fancy hook that I purchased here on Whatnot by a handmade maker. This is from Mandrels. Let me get his name right. And I think I just, Ben something. Let me tag it just in case if he's, I don't know if he's gonna pop in or anything. I'm just gonna, something about Bent Mandrel ink. This gentleman, he made this crochet hook resin combo for me on his show and mixed the blue and the purple together, and it's got some shimmer in it, and he put it on a lathe and he designed it, and I was like, just do what you like. And it was so cool to see, and he put a hook on there, and this is my crochet hook and I'm using it, and I just wanted to show that's the name of the Bent Mandrel ink on Whatnot here. He makes custom pens and like so that the wooden pens and custom orders and things. I'm sure he makes other things, just a wooden, really cool looking wooden thing. So I really like this hook, and I just wanted to show it off here. Can't really show it off because it's such a long handle, but I don't mind the it works for me, so it just let me take this, unravel this here yarn on this turntable thing that I have because I had it hanging also with a hook on at my desk on the other side. So if I find a hook somewhere to hang it, maybe behind me. Yes, I am gonna hang it up on my, let's see if it works. Well, it's above my head here, so. All right, so this is like a periwinkle blue yarn. I don't know the name, and I wish I knew, but it's very nice. Like a muted purple, grayish purple. It's very nice. So this is what I'll be doing for a little bit. I just feel a lot better than last week. I try to do a show, and I still kind of have something in my throat and in my nose. It's all was stuffed up before, and it could be allergies, could be the weather, all that stuff. Okay, let me check the things that I put in. Let me throw some flash sales. So I pinned that one already, so I'm just gonna pin pew pew pew. I'm gonna pin a lot of things because I know there's people that pin things. Let's see. Bunch of stickers. I got a bunch of stickers. Let's see what else I got here. I got this other flash sale. We'll see. Oh, that's for 20 minutes. That's fine. We're just doing this. Let's see. Everybody's doing Cinco de Mayo shows today, so hey, happy Cinco de Mayo. We're just gonna have some, possibly some burritos after this. Woohoo! Which is fine. I figured the other, going out to eat is gonna be super busy today. I didn't want that. Didn't want that issue in my. I gave my guys haircuts because they don't mind me cutting their hair. I don't know why. I still don't know why. I've been cutting my husband's hair since 2020. He just doesn't mind that I cut his hair. And I'm like, oh, I'm not very. I don't do cool things, but it's okay. I don't do as cool things as hairstylist, and that was a little too loose there. Too loose. All right. So yeah, this is a headband that I'm going to relist from what I had. I'm making a headband. I have a different listing and it's a little bit wider. And I don't know if I like it when it's a little wider, unless it's an ear warmer headband that would be used for the winter. Then maybe a little bit larger will feel like a beanie that you're just covering your ears and like the size of your head. But I guess for this summer weather coming up, spring and summer, I'm making a smaller headband. And that's it. Not much going on. And I think everybody's enjoying other Cinco de Mayo things going on. Hi, Ghost Like Charm. And bye-bye, Ghost Like Charm. I'm just saying hi. I should maybe pin, because, yarn crazy people come hang out. Beep-boop. Let's see. What other things do I have? Oh, is it in my auction? Oh, that's why. Crown. Toot. Beanie crown. I need to make that. I need to work on that other crown. Keychains, mugs. Oh, I realized. So I'm going to make this new headband and to put in the newer listing. I'm like halfway there. Just halfway there. Did I I don't know what's going on in the kitchen. You putting things away? Oh, because they put it in front of the microwave. I'm sorry, Lorenzo. I need to show the people what I'm doing. Do, 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 do. I don't know. I'm not sure what else. I was looking for something else. Okay, let me look at this. Let me pin this. Let me pin that. Just trying to see who. I'm sure on my phone it looks better. Oh, let me just move that over then. I might change. Okay. I'm talking and I'm working. Let me edit this listing. I'll put bookmark this listing for yarn because everybody likes yarn and crochet and chat. Okay. Okay. I added yarn in that listing. It's really nice to look at my phone and see what people pinned. I still sound a little froggy though. All the allergy things, let's just pin a bunch of stuff. How about this? How about this? No, it's frozen now. He's frozen. Let me just go back to this. It won't let me. Okay, no more of that. It wouldn't let me do it. Let me see if I can do it on the computer here. Okay. Trying to send multiple notifications to people. Hey, you interested in just talking? Maybe I should. No, I put this show on community. Just we'll see, because you get so many random people going in and out of shows sometimes. So. At least by the time I'm done with this, I think I'll be done. So I just keep talking and just crochet and I think in the beginning I made some smaller, like over the shoulder bags in the same pattern texture with fringes on the closure, and I'll do that, make some more of those. I have one somewhere that is not done yet, and I know it's somewhere. I have a feeling it's somewhere close by. Or it's like in a bag or something. How many? I have so many crochet whip bags, or just like holding a bunch of yarn in bags. Maybe, ooh, that's cotton. Ooh. Nice cotton yarn. I don't know. I'll just look at some of the yarn I have. Because I made a blue one before. Hello, welcome in. Just looking in bags. These are not done projects or redone projects that I need to redo. And oh, another yarn, another cotton that I saved for something. Into the third bag here. I know I have some green in here and some neon. How neon does it look? That's really bright. It's really cool. I like this older yarn, and this is in orange, but it looks like construction worker orange. It's very bright. It's very shiny. Make something. I should make a vest out of that. I don't know if I have enough. Not for my size, but I'd make a small construction vest out of that super hot orange. And put these to the side. Let me see what I'm gonna zoom it in just for fun. I was looking for a work in progress that I had, and it's somewhere. And you put my hands higher, see? I have to be up here. Or it's like you're flying. Maybe if I can move it a little bit down. Yeah. Well, that works better. I'm going to think of making more bags with design. So long time ago, I think the past, I made one of those a dragon dice bags, and that was cool, and I need to make another one. And I made this like monster pencil case, and it looked like a puppet when you opened the flap of the mouth. It was cool. So let's see how it looks. I don't know. Oh, got a couple of rate trains, but mostly just I listed a lot of chat shows, but I need to make a yarn one, and I have to make a craft one, I also got a whole bunch of fun like stickers or some of those I'm looking at it now actually. Put this here and put that over there. Got some stickers that I'm just going to bundle with my other stickers and more stamps. I got a couple embroidery things too, which I have to make sure I put in a craft show together in a craft supply show. Okay, I'm gonna try something else here. Hold on. Okay. See if it'll let me. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Save. Okay. Let's see if that makes a difference. With the categories, previously I was just doing a lot of knit and crochet shows, but if I do a community show, I'd kind of get lost in the mix of all the other talk and chat shows, and so I put my category back to knit and crochet. We'll see what happens. Doing this, I don't know what type of, if it's like a shell stitch or something with 2 double crochet, chain 2, single crochet. I've seen like double crochet, single crochet, like I don't think they do a chain 2, but gives a different texture too. But two, 1 crochet, turn around. Now this string is going over my shoulder. Okay, so Hello, welcome in. Hello. Just if you want to browse the auction and the buy now, or say hello and have a chat, or it's a struggle for us artists, handmade people. This is a cozy corner. We got yarn everywhere. And people don't like to have conversations. That's okay. I'll just keep crocheting. Well, another 10 minutes possibly. I don't want to be too late, up too late. Who am I? I'm no one to be up late, especially because my husband made some food, so I'm hungry. It's okay. Welcome in, hello. Hope you're having a good night. Just doing some crochet and just chatting a little bit. Oh, I have something here. It's funny when you can find a little memento in here. And sometimes they have a cat or dog hair, but you can find a piece of hold on. There we go. Okay. I had to remove the stitches for a second there. My hair was entangled in the yarn. It's kind of a little funny. So initially I started talking about this crochet hook that I purchased from a seller here on Whatnot. I am doing a live stream on Whatnot, and I'm also multi-streaming to YouTube, so I also talk about Whatnot on Whatnot. But I bought this crochet hook from handmade seller Bent Mandrel Ink, and I tagged him earlier, but just wanted to show. I made a couple things with the crochet hook already, and it's actually a size 4.0 hook instead of a 5.0, but it's okay. I think that's a G or maybe a F hook, but I have a mix of different things. I put some crochet things, I put some yarn, I put a little shaky there. I have a lot of knitting needles for some reason. I started grabbing a whole bunch, or I found a bunch, and then there's actually some that I gave to my mom in a big bundle as a gift, and when she passed, I got them again. So just kind of passing along the tools if anyone is looking for a specific knitting needle or crochet hook even. Have a few extra of different sizes, and I'm making this headband So it has a lot of texture, a lot of, and I'm making it a little bit thinner than what the pattern says, because I'm thinking it would be better for spring and summer. Spring is like rolling by, summer is getting warmer, so this is acrylic, and I don't know if cotton will feel, the way it will feel is different if you put cotton on your head versus acrylic. And that's supposed to keep you cooler, and I've made some like kids sun hats before, little yeah, so I think I made two different girl sun hats and out of cotton. It was very nice soft cotton, and it was for actually twins. It was a twins. It was for twin girls that I made a purple one, and I made a pink one for them because it was their favorite color. So hello, I see a third person. Hello, invisible person. Because it's me and two other people. Welcome in. I am just crocheting. I'm trying to show exactly, trying to give a little view of what I'm doing, but sometimes my arms get to, I need to pull my arms in sometimes. I have to change my camera angle a little bit maybe for next time. But this is a long... Hi, Kathy. Kathy. Makes me think of coffee. I'm just talking quiet too. But I'm, let's see, what, measuring on my head. I'm like 3/4 of the way. And then when I'm done with it, it'll be pretty similar to this one. But this is a child size, kid size. And I'll make it with a knot. So you can wear it two ways. You can wear it with the front flat, or with the front and then with the knot. I had a listing, and I think all my quantities, I sold the last one, so I needed to make some more. But it's going to be definitely a better photo than what I had. Definitely a better photo. It's going to look a little different than what I was selling it as. But at least I have some other projects that I still need to work on after this. Ugh. I hope you're having a good night. Not swiping too much. Because some of these shows are crazy. They're, they might have good deals today with the, Cinco de Mayo. People are doing like $5 sales. So I'm just being, it's a quiet corner here right now. So if anybody has any questions or comments or requests, anything in my shop, a comment just to say hi. I'm about to finish up here. Yes. So when I chain 2 here, so every stitch is done in the chain stitches. So like this is one, like a section, this is another section. So when you yarn over, you put the hook through and yarn over with, make a loop. That's 3. loops, you yarn over and pull through 2, and yarn over again and pull through 2. That's the double crochet. And the half double crochet is pretty similar when you have 3 loops, but you yarn over and pull through all 3. I don't know if you know that one is the half double crochet, but I'm doing the double crochet, so you have two loops and 2 loops, go through 2 loops. I chain 2, and then in the same space here, is it focusing? In the same chain 2 space, let me zoom in a little more. In the same chain 2 space here, I would do a single crochet 2. So it'd be like a fan or shell. So 2 double crochet, the space is chain 2, and then a single crochet. And it's a free pattern that I found online, so and it gives it such an interesting texture, because I don't know if it's like a fan stitch or a shell stitch. It's a variation of it, but I like the texture. Yeah, this is a free pattern online. This is called, it was just like ear warmer, let me look. I usually use Ravelry for categorizing my projects and things. Did I do it right? Nope, I didn't do it right. Of course, I have to click. I think it's just like a basic listing too. It's on a website. Might have it on my phone here, because I had to look it up previously. And a little let's see. Aha, see? There it is. So you can see this one. It actually, you can make and it actually does 20 stitches. You can Google it. For example, this is let me look up my Ravelry. So some people look up things on Pinterest, and that's kind of half, questionable, because especially now with the AI, they make up designs, and they put fake things, and they try to sell you something. I think I got the pattern right. Hold on, I'm trying to log in. It's not mine. No. That's the thing. I mean, every time I talk about patterns and things, I try my best to discuss who it's from. This one is Flower Girl Cottage. So it says Flower Girl Cottage, and she calls it crochet headband. So if you take a screenshot of this information, you can type in Google Flower Girl Cottage and crochet headband, and you'll see a picture like this. I think this is the first picture on here. So it gives you written instructions. Yes, Flower Girl Cottage, and it gives you written instructions, and it's pretty simple, as you can tell. So she does 5 of these. So you start with 20 chains, but this one I started 16 chains. So you do every 4, every 4 chains you do this. But let me see if she calls it something. No, she doesn't have like an intro or anything. So it's like maybe like a shell pattern or a peacoat, peacoat stitch, or I'm trying to call it a different name, but it's a variation of that, like a stitch, a bundle of stitches. So on the chain, every 4 you do that little bundle. Yeah, so I did 16 chains, and that's how I can get 4. And the pattern has 20 stitches, so you can get 5. So you can adjust it as you want. And if you want 4 or 5 or even 6, you can do that as well. And I also use this, just the pattern, the texture, in a larger piece. I made like a small purse, one of those over the shoulder purses with a flap, and it could fit like your cell phone. So it's about 5 or 6 inches, and you can make a little bag. So you could just use the same like stitch progression as this in different ways. You could use this for a shirt too. If you make a really long chain, you can make a front panel, you can make a back panel, and just make all this texture like this all the way, and make two squares and sew them together, and just keep the side sleeves, so make it more like a square shirt. So one day, if I have enough of the same yarn that looks nice, I'll try to make something like that. But I don't know if this, and because that blog is an older blog too, so like when I looked at the instructions, this is from, let's see if it has a year. Well, the people chatting in the bottom of the blog is from 2013, so so, but yeah, so if you know how to read the patterns, that's, hi, welcome in Crafting with Chris. Hi, Chris. I just like to say your name, so yeah. So you can learn a pattern, and if you like the way the stitches look, you can modify your own into your own patterns that way. So I'm just working on a headband, so it'll look like this. I'm going to do a knot one, but with a texture. But this is a child version because I didn't have enough of this pinkish yarn left. So I made this into a knot headband. Thank you. So I want to say this is like a small child, not toddler. So maybe 6, 8, maybe 10 years old. And so I'm making an adult size version. Well, adult female, or but and I previously sold it flat like that. So with this one, I would, with the knot one, you fold one. It's like kind of like a taco. Fold one side up like a U, and then fold this one down ways, and wait, this way is this, I forget now, this way, it's kind of like this, like and then you have to sew it together, and that's how it makes a knot. It's really interesting. But it doesn't leave like you don't have to stitch it in the back, so it doesn't leave a line. So that's what I like about it. It makes a clean look on the headband. So thank you for stopping in. I wanted to stop a little bit ago. Hi. Welcome in. I'm just about finished. I was just talking about the stitches and about this headband that I'm working on. I'm just chatting, and I'm almost there according to my head size. It's my head circumference, so I'm making this textured headband. And I was talking about, in the beginning I talked about this crochet hook. It was actually made by another seller on Whatnot. Let me pin him again just in case, because Bent Mandrill ink. I just wanted to sharing about the hook, because like when we tag somebody, it gives them a notification like, hey, somebody's talking about you. So I tag his name. He made this crochet hook, and I purchased it, and it's all handmade, and he put the wood and the resin in a big block. Hey. Talking about your work of art here. I've been working on a project here with that, with this crochet hook. So, and then he makes it into a big brick and puts it on a lathe and carves it out. Yeah, it's working well. I'm used to the larger handle, so it helps me. It's been doing good. Let's see. I just wanted to make sure. I had a few people in here, so I wanted to talk about the hook. Because early, I started like at 9:10, and nobody was here, and it's just when I'm about to say I'm leaving, some people will show up, and that's usually what happens. So I started talking about, oh, I'm about to leave soon. Okay, yeah, so this is a 4mm hook, which is actually about, is that between an F or G, I think, or E or F, I don't know. Let me see. This is a G. This is a different, like a vintage hook. So it looks pretty much the same. So it's close to a size G. See, because you can see that's a J. This is a size G also, so I think it's about the same. But I don't mind the size. It's great. I thought I had an H. Oh, I do have an H. No, that's the G again. I have too many G's. I have too many of the 4.0. That's why. I think that's why I was looking. I think with the basic hooks like this, they don't have a middle size, so they just go 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think the H is a 4. No, it's a 5mm, and then going down, G is a 4.5 or 4.25. So it just depends on where you get the hooks from. But yeah, if you buy these non-branded one, I don't think they're gonna have the middle size, but it still works for me. I don't mind the I know. That's okay, but you did a great job with this. This is a really cool handle. I don't know, because I have regular, these are like regular crochet hooks, and then I wish I had, oh, there's also, I'm sure that you might have seen, these are called Tunisian crochet hooks. So they're a lot longer because you can add more. It's kind of like similar to knitting needles where you can just add more lines on here. Oh yeah, that would be interesting too, because there are interchangeable needle crochet hooks, but like you twist on the piece that you want, the size that you want. You could buy a set of those and just modify it and like take out the little, like the screw part to interchange it. That would definitely be a little more money. But I was thinking about this, like this is a shorter type of Tunisian crochet hook, but they have a little bit longer too. So this is a crochet hook that it'll make it look like a knitting, so it's like a combo. I'll have to show how this one works one day. But yeah, you like if you make one with a handle with a longer, I don't know, it would be too long maybe. Like this is pretty long. I don't use it as often, so. Oh yeah, those are expensive. I mean, I think I seen some lower end one, no name brand ones, but right. You can kind of figure that out if you have other people that are interested in that. Or like, interchangeable where you can change crochet and knit, but I don't think that's I don't think there's some people that can crochet and knit, which I don't. I prefer crocheting, but some people can do both, and that'd be interesting if you can be like an interchangeable handle for crochet and knit. I don't know, but knit you need more space to do your stitches. So for May the 4th, I didn't do a show yesterday, but but I do like Star Wars, so I watched all of them pretty much. I enjoy it. My dad was a big, oh, that's cool. So if anybody's looking for custom pens, he makes lightsaber pens. That's really neat. What I would make, I think one time I was thinking about that, I would make one of those Ewok scarves. They call it scooties or something, like scarf hoodies that it's. And I live in Florida though, so the weather's not great for those kind of things. But I love the Ewoks too, so it's funny. The scooties, yeah, scarf hoodies. So all you do is crochet a scarf and then kind of connect the end to make it like a hoodie part, and then you can make pockets at the end too. So you can put things in it. You can put your phone in the pocket. I made it a hoodie scarf like that once. It was a bigger. It was for I think handmade train, and somebody purchased, and it was like dragon with little scales on the top of the hoodie part. So that was fun. It was a lot of it was a lot of work. I should have done like I don't remember if I did a texture like this or something. I could have done more of a textured thing than, I think I might have just made it plain because I didn't have much time to make it. Yeah, I was gonna say we have those. I've seen those. Like you can put cat ears and make pockets in the bottom with little paws, so you can show, like, I guess, paws underneath there. There's so many things to make, not enough time in the world to make them. Yeah, it's cutesy. It's still functional, at least. You know, I like making functional things, and I know you do too. That's how, you know, that's the beauty of handmade. You can make things, repurpose things. Doesn't have to be brand new. You take pieces and scraps and put it together and make something that is usable for other people. That's my favorite part. So I use, well, I think over the past few years, I've been using more scrap, leftover yarns. So it makes it a little more difficult thinking, oh, how much yarn do I have to make? Do I have enough yarn to make this one thing that I wanted to make? If I don't, I have to find, you know, a different color, or I don't want to use a new skein of yarn because I have a good amount of little balls of yarn. Then I can just, you know, make scrap things. So yeah, a lot of us are both. I enjoy hanging out with the handmade people and seeing all this awesome work, and this is a hobby of mine. That I also sell craft supplies, so just random paper, notebooks, craft books, so different craft. So if you wanted to learn a new craft, like knitting or crocheting or making polymer clay jewelry, I have books. I have quilting books that people can also, if someone's a quilter. I think I grabbed it for one person and they just didn't purchase it, so I still have some quilting books. It's okay, because that was like, I think that was the first time I was on your show that we were talking about, you know, making a crochet hook, and then I asked you. So it was your first time being in your show. That was cool. It's so neat to see, like, how just a square block of something can be turned into something with, like, waves and textures and designs, and you can make a custom order. That's really fun. It's fun to watch the process. That's my favorite thing to watch. Specifically, well, I watch some demos on YouTube, but Whatnot, it's nice because you can see it live, in person. I think I'm almost done here with, I'm just chatting, and I'm pretty much there. Let me show you. See, I can change my camera angle here. Hold on. My face is going to be too close. My face is going to be too close. Okay, there we go. Hi. So, okay. Here we go. So this is the headband. So it's going to be like that. You can, it's going to be this way. So it's going to be like I need a little bit more. See, you can see that. Just a little bit more. And I might just measure it again just in case. So I make adult size, so it's about like 22 inches long and can fit woman size. That would be nice, yeah. Because I was planning to do something like this, which is a knot, like a turban style. So you either can put the knot in the front or the knot on the back. So you can have the flat one, whatever you like. So I have this, so this is like the knot headband. So you can put the knot in the front, or You can have it flat and then have, you know, the knot in the back. Or I like to put it in a ponytail and then kind of get like your hair out of your face, my hair. Hey, Chris, you got the tier. You got a coupon. Oh, yes, wooden buttons are fun. Yes, I bought some resin buttons from somebody here. I think it was Uniquely Me Resin made buttons, and I have a bunch of buttons from her. So yeah, you know, anything handmade, repurposed, I love those too. I love wooden buttons too. I have a few of those. So yes, she's a lot of fun, and she makes a lot of different things. So it's really neat. So like a lot of my items that I have in my auction that are crocheted are I made them maybe 10 or 15 years ago. I started crocheting in college, so you can these kind of headband beanies. I made a bunch of beanies back in the day, and I'm just ready to. I even have this one. I haven't even tried this one. This one's a little tight, but I have this one with a heart, which I made. It's like a. It looks like knit, but it's just so tight. It could be a cool for a younger adult. Hi, Lacey. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just talking about my crochet beanies that I made like 10 or 15 years ago. It's been a while. So I just I was showing. I started selling here 2023, I want to say. So it's getting close to a third year. But I was selling craft supplies. I was selling sewing supplies, and I had a bunch of crochet things here. And I was like, let me try it, and I sold some things. But the best thing is to do custom design. So I show examples of what I make. Like these koozies are for, you know, hot or cold beverages. This is a koozie, but I can make it in any color, your favorite color. I make that. So I have, like, right now I have a pink and an orange, but those are not your favorite. If you like blue or green, I got plenty of yarn like that. So in the past year, I've been making a lot of smaller things because they're easy to make, and they take maybe a day to put them together, like these wristband, keychain, charm. You know, you can put a little purse on there like that. So I'm just going to pin some things here. So like this. These are the ones I have, but the picture, let me see. The picture there are examples of what I made in the past, but I've made a purple one, I made a pink, you know, red one. And yeah, so I love the texture of this, and you know, it's a good grip. It keeps, specifically, like the cold drinks is, you know, with the condensation. You don't get the condensation on your hands. Especially in Florida, we get the cold drinks like that. I'll just run this quickly. Oh, or 30 seconds, you know, I'll just talk talk for 30 seconds about it. That's what happens. I'm looking in my little box here. I also make these little, for the fall, we have pumpkin koozies, but also apple. I make an apple shape, so you can make it as a teacher gift. Give them a cup of coffee or their favorite coffee with a pumpkin or apple. That's my design. Yes, I followed a pattern of this, and then I modified it just with a red yarn to make it like an apple. So I've been making these little things. They're quick and easy to make. The other thing, so like this is the second thing that I was talking about. I'm just running a few more things, and that's all. This is These are the wristlets that I make. So if you have keys, or specifically I made this for like a little wristlet purse. Sometimes they have the handles, they're like really thin like this. I dropped it. These little thin things with a little lobster clasp, and it's really tiny. I made these a little bit thicker, chunkier, so you can hold on to keys or your little purse. Thank you for stopping in. Good to see you. Thanks for the chat. And I'm ready to go too. So these are $5. So can be made in any color. I have this, and I use leftover yarn too. So scrap yarn. And what was it? I was like, oh wait, this is also the pink and blue one is really cool. So like this one, I was using this to hang this like a traveling spinning yarn. Yeah, it makes it so much nicer. Thank you so much for giving a tip. I appreciate it. But it's really nice to do this yarn ball spinner. If you've seen this, I've seen some 3D printed ones that other people sell too, and I think this is not 3D printed, but my husband said, oh, I'm going to make one of those. So we'll see how his looks like. And I might have the option to sell that too. So I'll sell like one of these with a 3D printed one. So that'll be fun. All right, I think this is also, if anybody has any last minute things, I also have these little keychain, boho keychain purse charms. Put it wherever you want to, a bag, a purse, backpack, you know. Even for a travel bag, you can put this so you can spot where your luggage is. It's always nice to have something bright on your luggage. That reminds me, yeah. So you can see where you put it. I realized this was falling apart, so I needed to fix this one. But they come with this, I want to say a vintage clasp from the 90s. That's what I call it. So I'm just going to run these for 10 seconds, pretty quick. Just to run stuff, you know. And today is Tuesday. I might do another show another day, and I have every Friday I'll show some more crochet things. We have the spring handmade market on Friday, so anything handmade. I'm going to talk a little bit about that actually. So every Friday you can pick a time, and if you're a handmade person, anything handmade, you can use, we could send you a thumbnail and you can pick a time and do your show, and if anyone that we see is on, we write into each other. So we're trying to like keep the handmade people moving along and jumping in to other people's shows. So usually it's every Friday. And custom woodworking, she's the one that kind of started putting this information together, and also Moody Virgo Arts. She's also keeping this rolling, because they started this for I think it was winter or fall, because it's like a fall market, and then it turned to winter wonderland market, and now it's spring handmade market. So that's every Friday. So if anyone's interested in just jumping in at any time on Friday, and they need a thumbnail, just send me a message and I can share with you whatever thumbnail, because I think they have a variety of thumbnails now. But if you look up spring handmade market, you can see like a bundle of different handmade people that have shows on Friday that they'll show their handmade items. All right, well, that's enough time for me. I'm going to head out. So thank you so much for stopping by and chatting and letting me like reset myself.